what complications can happen if hernia is not treated at the right time. Whenever he is coughing or straining, the intestine is trying to protrude out, thereby it creates a dragging sensation on the rest of the intestine part also. What happens if the blood supply is cut to the intestine? The intestine starts dying. Smaller the defect, smaller will be the mesh required. Bigger the defect, bigger the mesh will be, and accordingly the cost of surgery may also increase as per the size of the hernia. Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about what symptoms or what complications can happen if hernia is not treated at the right time. First of all, let's talk about the symptoms of hernia. How we can know whether a hernia is there or not. The first most common symptom of hernia will be a swelling at the hernia site. Why swelling happens is, as we discussed, there is a gap in the muscle through which intestine is trying to protrude out. So whenever there is increasing abdominal pressure, maybe during coughing or lifting heavy weights, the intestine is trying to come out, thereby creating a bulge at the level of the skin. And once the pressure is relieved, means once we lie down, so what happens, there is no pushing force, and once, because of the effect of gravity, the intestine goes back into the abdomen, thereby the swelling or bulge, if it disappears when lying down or when at rest, then it is one of the commonest symptoms of hernia. Apart from this swelling which happens during increased abdominal pressure, the person can experience pain. It will be kind of a dragging pain, because whenever he is coughing or straining, the intestine is trying to protrude out, thereby it creates a dragging sensation on the rest of the intestine part also. Thereby people, apart from the swelling part, people may explain dragging pain also. So what complications can happen if hernia is not treated at the right time? As discussed, hernia is nothing but there is a gap in the muscle through which intestine is trying to come out. In initial stages of hernia, what we commonly refer to as reducible hernias, the intestine is trying to come out and there is pressure exerted from over above and at the level of skin. The intestine which has protruded out may go back inside. In such stages, it is called as reducible hernia. What happens if this hernia is left untreated for long duration? Thereby, it results in a stage called as irreducible hernia. What happens in irreducible hernia? So, through this muscle, the intestine has come out, and just because the intestine has stayed outside the muscle, leaving the abdomen for long duration, it creates a Fevicol bonding between the skin and the intestine. In such stages, even if some pressure is applied from above the skin, the intestine resists to go inside and it stays outside only. Thereby, the bulge won't disappear even after pressing from above or even after lying down. In such stages, it is referred to as irreducible hernia. If a person presents to us in case of a reducible hernia or an irreducible hernia, we can assure them that they can be offered a laparoscopic treatment and he can be discharged on a daycare basis, that is, patient can be discharged within 24 hours of the hospital stay. Whereas, if patient presents in a stage called as strangulated hernia, definitely it is associated with life risk also. So, let's discuss about what is strangulated hernia. As discussed in irreducible hernia, the intestine has come out of the abdomen and it is staying inside, and even after pressing from above, it is not going in. This is fine, and this is up to a stage called irreducible hernia. How irreducible hernia and strangulated hernia differs is, in irreducible hernia, the blood supply to the intestine is not lost and is intact. So there is no harm to the intestine or there is no life endangered situation. Whereas when it comes to strangulated hernia, what happens is, maybe because of continuous coughing in a short duration or lifting of heavy weight at a single instance, the intestine suddenly goes out, or it may further protrude to such extent that its blood supply is cut abruptly. What happens if the blood supply is cut to the intestine? The intestine starts dying, and once it goes to a stage where the intestine has completely lost its blood supply, intestine is like a tube-like structure, so the tube starts puncturing and the contents inside the intestine start spilling into the abdomen, and what is spilling outside is nothing but like a poison. What is in the intestine? It's nothing but the undigested food along with all the bacteria. If the same thing starts spreading inside the body, it's like a poison spreading every minute. So in such situations, we have to proceed for surgery at whatever cost. Generally what we do in case of elective surgeries, we make sure that the patient blood sugars, his blood pressures, everything is under control. If at all he is on blood thinners, we must make sure that the blood thinners are stopped at least for 5 days. This all applies in case of elective surgeries. But whereas if the patient presents in a case of strangulation, means it is a kind of a die-hard emergency, because every minute matters, and in such situations, irrespective of the patient's blood sugars, patient's blood pressure, or patient whether he's on blood thinners or not, irrespective of the whatever the matter, he has to be taken for surgery, he or she has to be taken for surgery as early as possible. Otherwise it may lead to endangering life also. So to prevent all these complications, treatment of hernia need to be taken at right time. So next comes the question, how early we need to get the hernia surgery done? The answer is stitch in time saves time. If there is a small tear in the shirt, so when we go to tailor, he will be placing a single stitch and he will be sending right now. So it will be to such an extent that the stitch is not at all visible. But if the same small tear, if left for longer durations, this may become big. Thereby, instead of one single stitch, it may result in 5 stitches, 10 stitches or 15 stitches as per the delay. And apart from the delay, how it reflects with respect to hernia, the surgery time, anesthesia time will be increased, and bigger the gap in the muscle, number of stitches required to close the gap in the muscle will increase, thereby leading to increased post-operative pain as per the number of stitches. Apart from it, we will be placing something called as a mesh in hernia surgery to prevent recurrence of hernia. In such situations, the size of hernia mesh is directly proportional to the size of the hernia defect. Smaller the defect, smaller will be the mesh required. Bigger the defect, bigger the mesh will be, and accordingly the cost of surgery may also increase as per the size of the hernia. Why mesh is needed in hernia surgery? Take for example, right now I am weighing 80 kilos. So for me, this shirt is perfect enough and it's bit loose and comfortable. If I am weighing 80 kilos, this shirt is fine. If I have not worn this shirt for 2-3 years and I have become 80 kilos to 120 kgs, and after becoming 120 kgs, if I try to wear this same shirt, will I be able to? I may not be. Or even if I wear, will be a fear that may tear up. In the same way, what happens in hernia surgery, for 80 kilo male or female with a small defect, we have closed the defect, and if left as such, there is a chance that if the person grows overweight, there is a chance that the sutures or the stitches may tear away. So for that reason, to give an additional protection to the muscle, what we'll be placing is something called as a mesh. Mesh is nothing but a foreign body, which resembles a mosquito net. So how exactly a mesh works is, the mosquito net like mesh will be placed over the muscle, so thereby the tissue grows in between the crevices of the mesh, and thereby it forms an additional layer of protection, just like how this brick is made up of. So just presume that the brick is the mesh material, and in between the bricks we can see cement protruding. In the same way, this cement is nothing but the body tissue, thus grows between the edges of the mesh, and thereby it forms an additional layer of protection to the muscle. And what happens if a mesh is used? The chances of recurrence of hernia happening again, the chances of hernia recurrence comes to a very least. ఇక్కడ పక్కన కనపడుతున్న క్యూఆర్ఎస్ కోడ్ని మీరు స్కాన్ చేసినట్లయితే మా వాట్సాప్ పేజ్లో మీరు ల్యాండ్ అవుతారు, అండ్ వాట్సాప్ ద్వారా మీకు గైడ్ చేయడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది, హర్నియాకి సంబంధించిన మెటీరియల్ గురించి కానీ ఆర్ మీకు ఫర్దర్ ఏం డీటెయిల్స్ కావాలన్నా. సో మీకు కనుక ఈ వీడియో నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ అండ్ షేర్ చేసి సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయగలరని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ.